Which one are we going to use today? Boning knife, chef's knife. For deveining shrimp, I like to use a boning knife. We'll put the chef's knife away for now. Although, that is a Rachel Ray Damascus steel chef's knife I got from my wife. It's amazing, it's awesome. So we'll use the boning knife for this today, for what we're gonna do today. So, what's going on, guys? This is Burrs. Today I'm gonna show you how to make Red Lobster Shrimp Scampi. There we go. So, when it comes to making Red Lobster Shrimp Scampi, the thing of it is this. It's easy. A lot of people make it super difficult. A lot of people will put stuff in there that doesn't have to be in there. Minced garlic, white wine, etc. They make it super complicated when really it takes about that much. Does that make any sense? So what are you going to use to make your shrimp scampi? Let's take a look at the ingredients. First off, you're gonna need shrimp, obviously. I go with the wild caught, and I bring them home, peel them, and devein them. So if you find wild that are peeled and deveined, that's great. I would totally go for that. But bring them home, peel them and devein them. I take them all the way out the shell. Secondly, you're gonna need a pack of Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning. This is not the dip mix. This is their salad dressing and seasoning mix. So you need one of those. You're going to need a stick of butter. I recommend grass-fed butter. Finlandia is my recommendation. You can check my video out on that. I'll put a link down below. Or something like Kerrygold, which is also grass-fed. Tastes better. You're gonna need some baking-safe dishes, as well as a gallon Ziploc. So now that we looked at the ingredients list and we're ready to go, let's get started. So first things first, we're gonna hit this baby for bake. 475 degrees. This is a workout in itself. So let's take a look at these shrimp. Like I said, these are wild. They're healthier for you. You can look up and do all that research on your own. I'm not gonna waste your time here. But I'm gonna go ahead and peel and devein these. I'll show you how to do that. Wedding ring off. So grab some bowl you're gonna throw the shells in. You can put that off to the side here. So what I like to do is, I go ahead and take the shell off, go all the way around, take the legs off, peel the shell off. When you get down to the bottom here, I don't like to keep that on. You'll see that tail kind of cup on. It's more for decoration purposes. I just want to eat the shrimp, so I'm not going to keep that on. I'm just going to pop it right into the fork and pop it in my mouth. If you want to get super anal, whoa, that sounded kind of weird. If you want to go ahead and double check and make sure everything's good to go, just rinse it off real quick with some water. And then just keep going down the line and peeling all your shrimp at once. I like to do each activity one time. So I want to peel all the shrimp at once, and I want to devein them all at once. One tip I'll give you is you don't want to have ice cold shrimp going right into the oven. So you might want to take out the shrimp a few minutes before you go ahead and start doing this. If you come across some shrimp that are extra slimy, or if you come across some shrimp that are just not up to your standards of what you think a shrimp should be, toss it. The cool thing about doing the wild shrimp and having to peel and devein them, you get to inspect each one. All right, so we got all these peeled. Let's devein them. So deveining is relatively easy. All you want to do is you have the shrimp like so. You're gonna score the shrimp on the back, and you're gonna take out the vein and all the junk in here. There's a little, looks like a little string. So that's real easy. You don't have to go super deep. So as you can see right here, there's a vein right there. Just want to take that out like so. Some of them you'll have where it'll go all the way down and you'll get it. Some of them won't have very much anything, but they all do have a little bit of something back here. Just be careful with your knife action. Make sure you have a sharp knife. Dull knives are dangerous, sharp knives are not. And I usually will rinse these real briefly to make sure everything's nice and clean and good to go. All right, so now that we got these all peeled and deveined, you're gonna take half of your ranch pack, put it in the Ziploc bag, and throw the shrimp in there, move them around, and kind of give them, a coating. It'll kind of act like a marinade. If there's any residual water, just kind of give them a shake, throw them in. Go ahead and zip the bag up and mix them around. sure to get every single one. And set them off to the side. Next up, you want to go ahead and make the butter. Very easy. You take your butter, we're going to melt it down. You want to have it on the absolute lowest heat. You don't want to burn the butter, you want to melt it down. As you can see, melting away. Might take a little bit. As that's melting away, what you want to do is you want to take half of your left ranch seasoning and put that in here. The other half that you have left is going to go on top. If any of you have eaten this Red Lobster Shrimp Scampi, you know that on the top is a powdery kind of film on their scampi. It's because they top it with some sort of seasoning. Through all the research I've done, and I've seen some people say they have worked at Red Lobster, they say they use the Cheddar Bay Biscuits seasoning, but this ranch seasoning is almost identical. Once you get it melted down, go ahead and combine that seasoning with the butter, and turn it off. Now I got two separate dishes here. This is more of a side dish. This is more of a main platter if you were going to use this more for a dinner, or if this is going to be a side. You know, whatever dish you have, just make sure that it is oven proof up to 500 degrees. The first things first, we're going to take this butter that we made. We're going to drizzle the smallest amount in the bottom of the dish. Like that. Do that back here. So as you can see, you just want a light coating, just barely enough to cover the bottom of the dish. Then we're going to take the shrimp, we're going to arrange them in there, we're going to pour the butter in, and you're going to want the top of the shrimp to be showing somewhat. And you can smell these shrimp, smell just like Red Lobster when you get your Red Lobster dish. Just by marinating, you can smell them in here in this bag. They smell el-mismufi, whatever the hell that means. Go ahead and stir your butter up one last time. Then go ahead and fill the dish with butter, only filling it up so that it halfway covers the shrimp. I like to use a spoon for this because it's just easier to control. Then all you do to finish it is go ahead and sprinkle your ranch seasoning pack over the top. You don't want to go crazy. Something like this is a good amount. Then all you do is go ahead and throw it in your oven, 475 for 10 to 12 minutes. Keep an eye on it, and 10 minutes. Here we are halfway in at 5 minutes. You can start to see there's a little sizzle going around the edge there. If you remember, when they bring it to your table, it's super sizzling. So you want sizzle, you want bubble. So here we are, we got 5 seconds left. You can see a nice sizzle going on, nice bubble. It's exactly what we, oh, time to take it out. Boom, look at it. It looks almost identical to what you're gonna get at Red Lobster, and it tastes almost identical. I'd put this up against Red Lobster Shrimp Scampi any day of the week on a blind taste test, and I guarantee it'll be very, very difficult for someone to pick up on this being the homemade version versus the real version you get at the restaurant. So go ahead and put in the comments down below how this turned out for you. Hopefully it turned out awesome for you like it has for me many, many times. If you guys have any questions or anything, go ahead and let me know. Give it a thumbs up and go ahead and share it around. And until next time, later.